nobody touch me. I could turn auntie into a. I'm in the S5 facing comfy, cause I can't name that. Yeah, me, dummy.
Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they're not important. I'm the one go.
It's week 11 of the National Football League, and we have Amon-Ra St. Brown on center stage. He's gonna be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Lions and the Bucks on Sunday night primetime.
While the sun is set, there's still plenty of light in the stadium for this primetime contest. We've waited all day for this one, haven't we, Brock? It's time for the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome to another entertaining matchup, folks. Kate Scott, Brock Huard on the call in this one. And Brock, got a couple of running backs down on the field who can really take over their offenses when they get in the groove.
And I think that's going to be the ultimate goal of both of these offenses, right? I mean, there's just no confusion about it. They want to get their bell cow in that groove and get them going. Find that rhythm where they're ripping off chunk yardage, run after run, and then just keep on.
To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And the nightcap to a busy Sunday has begun. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. They're brought out by a former first-rounder and Rookie of the Year runner-up in 2021 out of the University of Alabama. It's Mac Jones.
And when we look back at last week's win, Kate, pretty easy to see those 4 touchdowns. A lot more of an impact on the game than the 1 interception he threw. Wasn't quite perfect. I'm sure that pick will nag at him, but you'd welcome an encore of everything else he was doing in that ball game.
Right to the air, it's Jones. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's second down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
To throw again here on 2nd and 10. Jones. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. That sails over his target, incomplete, and now it's 4th down. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and now they're staring at 4th and long. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. And it'll be their 2nd-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game you had last week, stuffing the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the 1 interception, and his effort was enough to be one. In their win, and certainly some momentum to build on today.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Richardson throwing to start out. He puts some air under a deep throw and lays out for this one. Oh, what a catch! It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum. With a 1st down. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he has this one down to the 8-yard line. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back too. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one...
And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Buccaneers and Rachaad White ready to take over once again. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. That's to his back. Here's Rachaad White. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
21.
This set it down starts with an option right. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The give for the first time to Rachaad White. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Here's a toss to White. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
3rd down and 9.
On the shotgun, it's Jones. Throwing this back in the end zone. And he sails that one over the end zone. Following that incompletion, we've got an injured player on the field in need of a look from the trainers. Now the Buccaneers bringing out their field goal team. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Fields it, and he's going to run this one back from the end zone. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Detroit getting its offense set for their 2nd drive. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Off a touchdown early and with a home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, you're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
Here's 2nd and 2. Complete to the college safety, Sione Vaki. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that gives the Lions the 1st. Here's Richardson. Breaks breaks free in the center of the field. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Point after try is good by Lutz. And the Lions drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here come the Bucs on offense now. This would be a good time for their first points of the game as they find themselves down a notable amount already in this opening quarter. First down throw by Jones. Finds him on the slant. He's got to gain a 6 there. Terrion Arnold in on the stop. We're going to look here at the receiving numbers for him from last week. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Pressure comes, Jones. That's a catch, Jalen McMillan. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Here we go, 11.
Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards.
Encroachment, defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. Jones. McMillan hauls it in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the hits just keep coming for them on this play, it seems. Elsewhere on the field, they've got a player hurt and in need of some attention.
Omaha!
Trying again, following the sack. Escapes out to the left. And he slides to a stop after a great run, but still not quite enough for that first down. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
Here we go, get set.
Blitz coming for Jones. Complete beyond the marker. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Out of the option, he's going to keep it going right. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
And this is down all the way to the 3. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. So before they get the... Ready to go with our 2nd quarter. Buccaneers with the ball and a chance to score. White. Dodges the tackle and he's in. Touchdown. The Buccaneers start to fight back with their first points of this game. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Starting from the 5. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The offense headed out now for Detroit. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch your breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that'll be first down, Detroit. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And they're going to bring him down at the 36.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 13-point lead. Lutz there to tack on the extra point. And the Lions double their lead to 14. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Buccaneers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And the touchdowns got to keep coming for them as they still trail here. They put a receiver in motion right. Drive starts with a carry by White. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. So another punt coming up. Michael Dixon back out there. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. And this throw is knocked away, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Second down and 10.
Here we go, get set.
Takes off right out of the read option. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Encroachment, defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. Even with the assist from that defense, still 3rd down here.
Omaha, set.
Jones now to throw. Oh, he's in trouble here. He'll go down. The Lions got him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. So here he is, getting his 2nd field goal look of the half. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. This will not connect. Not enough leg and too far left as well. And that's going to keep the difference at 14 points.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Open space inside the 40. And he gets this one down to the 27. They get 28 out of that play. And that gives the Lions the 1st. Richardson escapes the pocket. They'll have him gain about a handful there. Hauled down by Christian Izien. Now after that snap, there's an injured Lion still out there. We'll get a stoppage here as they go out to look at him. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
1, 2,
First throw for the backup now. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions make it a 3-possession game. Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21.
Buccaneers 7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game. Here's the option give to White. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Jones to throw. Hopkins on the slant. Decent gain here, but short of the first. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They're going to try to pick it up with an option left. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the price for moving the chains that time. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
That's good for the Buccaneers. First down.
Now Jones. He'll get this complete to White. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers get it back to a 14-point game. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The Lions offense returning to the field. This winning streak has been impressive for them. 6 games now, and they lead so far here. Vaki here from the gun. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. David Long getting to the spot that time. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. But it looked like the Lions were able to fall on it, so possession stays with them. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Richardson now on 1st and 10. Throw complete to Williams. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. On 1st down, it's Richardson. Brought in close to the 8. Touchdown, Detroit. Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense taking over late in the half. And losing by 3 scores, they'll have a final chance to take at least 3 off the deficit before halftime. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Here's Jones. He locates Daniel Bellinger. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. 3rd and just 2 to go.
Here we go, get set.
Jones looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Again, Jones to the air. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that'll bring up second down. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Brian Branch has it.
By the Lions. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10. To throw, Richardson. Trying for the deep ball. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. He's trying another one deep. Full extension, and he brings it in. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their third. Gotta forget about first down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on second and goal. Another try following the sack. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So they'll be left with third and goal. Throwing now, Richardson. And oh, he got it! Interception! And the Buccaneers make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. That brings us to the break. Gonna have to make those halftime adjustments on the fly today. We're skipping right through to the start of the third quarter. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And he has just shredded NFL defenses so far this season. You can see he's sitting second right now across the league in rushing yards. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up second and 5. Another one for Gibbs. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. David Long getting to the spot that time. All plays on the table here for third and 3. Now Richardson to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. On to punt on fourth down, it's Bradley Pinion. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. He lost the football, and they dodge a turnover there on the return. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. First and 10, it's a give to White. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And he'll get this up to the 29-yard line. Give him 5 on that play. Now it's going to be third down and 6.
A gain of 5 brings up third and 6.
Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Looking slant route, complete. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Jones. And he won't connect on that one. Incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Running on 2nd with White. Oh, stiff arm. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Here's White again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Here we go. 11.
Throwing here, Jones. Taken in by Bellinger. And he's going to be marked down 5 yards short of that first.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
3rd down, Jones to throw. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. The Buccaneers out and into punt formation. Michael Dixon will kick it away. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Lions headed. They're out and set, 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Broke through the tackle. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Caught, nice gain left side. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the 1st down. Pops up right away and signals 1st down.
And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Taken in by Williams outright. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Here's Richardson. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Bertolet able to knock it through. And the advantage now sits at 24.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
This return makes it up to the 25. The Buccaneers and this running back headed back out for a new series. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, get set.
That score pushed the deficit to 24, so every opportunity to chip away at it important as they take the field.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
He breaks the tackle, and he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Now, hold on a second. We have a player in some pretty clear pain following that play. That's Rachaad White, who's getting some attention from the trainers. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Hold on.
On first down, it's Jones to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
At the 47-yard line.
Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked?
Offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. They'll run here following the penalty. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
Here we go, get set. Set.
Jones. And the Lions get him. Down he goes. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the 27. Finds a seam down the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Gibbs now from the gun. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. A give left side for Gibbs. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. Second down now, 7 to go. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. So that brings them to 3rd down. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. If only every game could go like this for him, right? He's been fed targets, and it seems like he's not just been able to bring them in, but he's been making good things happen every time he gets that football.
I'm having Marvin Harrison flashbacks right now, Kate. Being on the sidelines, watching that guy work, and in games like this, moments like this, where you can't feed him enough because...
And he gets in, touchdown! The Lions continue piling it on here in the fourth. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Going after tries good by Lutz. And the Lions grow their lead yet again.
Buccaneers 14.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Second and 10 now, Jones. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. To throw, here's Jones. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up second down. Again, Jones to the air. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And that pushes them back, third down coming up. Working from the gun, here's Jones. That pass complete to McMillan. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First down throw by Jones. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get two hands on it the next time.
To throw again here on 2nd and 10, Jones. That pass is tipped, and they'll get to it for the interception. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Lions get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
From the 47. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Richardson on 3rd. Flush down out to his left. And that will not be enough for a first down. The Lions readying for the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Went for 48 with his first kick, and this one looks even better. Now the Buccaneers set to take the field. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter back to back.
They get him again, and this time it's for points. That is going to be a safety. Brock, what did we just see there? Is that some new strategy that I've never seen before for returning kicks?
Nope.
Because I don't think we're ever going to see it again.
I don't think we'll ever see maybe him again get that chance.
Ooh. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
Fits it through the middle. And in, touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers making the scoreboard look a touch better. That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers still trail by a lot. It's a 26-point differential. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he takes this in to the 40-yard line before going down. So the Lions get the win on the road.